Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna be looking like when I turn on this camera, but we're willing to take the risk, I guess. I'm afraid. All right, so let's open the camera. 1 minute, guys. I just want to pull this up. All right. And, all right, so are you guys ready? Here we go. Let's see what we're looking like. 1, 2, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm happy to see you all here with me. Happy early birthday. Hello, Boa. Welcome. Hi, Sub-Zero. Hi, Super Suka. Fix. Hello, Kila. Big. Samuel. Zelich. Thomas. Welcome. Jacob. Welcome. Carrie. Z-Pass. Hi, Z-Pass. All right, so we have quite the high meal. We have quite the topic today, okay? Now, I don't want anyone to be mad at me tonight. Hello, American Patriot. No Nordic corner for me. I can escape. Yeah, try to escape, Carrie. Good luck. Good luck, because Carrie is going to be on it. Hi, Mr. Renegade. Hi, Teddy. All right, so hi, Solving Politics. Keep up your great channel. Well, it's not a matter of me keeping up the channel. It's a matter of Mama Susan allowing me to exist. YouTube doesn't let me be great. I don't know if you guys know that, but YouTube doesn't allow me to be great. But that's all right. Hi, Nazi. Hola, Catherine. Nice to see you guys. All right. Let's, enough with the formalities, enough with the hellos and the how do you do's. Let's get into it. Just a disclaimer before we begin. I don't want to hear anything about this topic. I don't want to hear anybody emailing me later asking me to calm down or telling me that I have no right to say what I'm about to say. I don't want, I mean, you guys can do what you want. This is the reason why I put my email in the description every time, because I'm not afraid of anyone and I want all the smoke. You guys know that. However, if you do email me after this show asking me to calm down and be nice, and it's not your place to say, and how dare you judge and generalize, it's going to go in one ear and out of the other, because I care not. What I'm about to say tonight is something that this is how I see it as an Easterner. You as Westerners, you can agree or disagree or be angry. I don't mind. But I believe that I'm not alone in my thoughts here. What I'm about to say tonight, I believe that more often than not, people will agree with me, but they're just not saying it. You know what I mean? I believe most people will agree with me, but they will not say it, because a lot of people have good jobs. And if that's the case, get your money, okay? But I don't have that worry, because we're all self-employed in my family. So we don't need anyone. So I get to say what I want because I'm free. So I think more often than not, most of you will agree with me. But a lot of you are free to say what I'm going to say. And like I said, I care not. Hi, Lord God is my witness. That was hard to read. Okay. Hi, Divided Kingdom. Wagwan Amira. No idea what that means. I'm sorry. Guys. You guys know I am not up on the terminologies and all of that. Okay. So here we go. Let's begin, shall we? So you guys saw the topic. You guys saw the title. It says Western women, entitled, ungrateful, and loose. And take of that what you want, right? But I'm going to give you guys a bit of a show, because I saw something recently and I'm going to share it with you guys. So I'm going to pull it up now. As I pull it up, you can talk amongst yourselves. I'll try to be quick with it. I know I should have had it prepared before I started the show, but I was busy. and I am rather tired. I am so exhausted. You guys will never know, but I am exhausted right now. I'm very tired. Okay. There's a few videos, in fact, that I want us to watch, but I think I'm going to start with the one that I saw yesterday. That video, guys, when I saw that video, it really solidified a lot of things for me. When I saw it, I was like, yep, this is the reason why. This is the reason why America is in this condition that she's in right now. It's because of these women. And a lot of people say you can't put all of the problems on the West on women. You can't do that, because that's just like men blaming all women for all the problems. You're no better than a feminist. You're no better than a feminist, or you're no better than these red pill people. I'm not putting all the problems on the women, but one thing that I do know is that men haven't changed as much as women in the past 200 years. I would say, yes, everyone has changed to a certain extent, but I believe that women have changed significantly more than men have changed. If we go back 150 years from now, if we go back 150 years, I believe that men will be more or less the same as they are today. Men are a little bit more feminine today than they were back then, yes, but they are almost still the same as they were 150 years ago. If you go back and you see the women of the past versus the women of today, women have changed significantly, and not for the better. Women, not for the better. Women have been the ones ruining the children, ruining the marriages, just everything in general. I guess you could say school systems, ruining workplace. People don't even want to work with women anymore. They don't even want to work with women anymore. All right, here we go. So I have the video. I finally found it. I said found. You guys understood. All right, here we go. So let's watch this. It might be a little bit loud, but I'm going to leave it loud because I'm not sure of everybody's volume settings. So I'll leave it loud just in case it's quiet so that everybody can hear it. All right. So here we go. This is a compilation of women being caught cheating. Now, I'm not saying that every Western woman is a cheater, but it speaks on something, and I just want to share it with you guys right now.
Oh, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at wives having meltdowns after...
Okay, and thank you, host Jack, for the content. Guys, sub to the channel if you don't know him. I'd never really seen him before this video, but shout out to your channel, host Jack.
After getting caught cheating. But let's jump right in, after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video. So, clearly this girl was not supposed to be at this game, and thankfully she was caught red-handed.
I'd like to ask a really important question. Okay. Anna, I know that you hooked up with Joe when we're dating, and I think that's disgusting that my best friend would hook my boyfriend.
Her first response was eyes wide open, a little bit nervous. And then the next response was to laugh. Let's see what happens.
What are you talking about?
I think that's disgusting.
I didn't.
I saw you. I've seen you guys on Snap Maps. I've seen you guys on Snap Maps for literally weeks. I've seen you on Snap Map, and then yesterday. No. This TikTok is gonna see this. Okay. Yesterday, my mom called me and told me that she saw you guys together, holding hands at the park.
Wow, she was too flabbergasted to say anything. It's sad to see how these people react when they get caught cheating. It's like they aren't at fault.
Now, before we move on to the auto, I want to say something to you guys about this. When you see that happening, right, you see this woman being held accountable for what she did. She at first laughed and she's like, oh, it's a joke. Let's just laugh it off. We're just having fun. And then when she realized it was true, that the woman was actually really confronting her, she said, oh, turn off the camera. Don't show my embarrassment online. Of course, I don't want everyone to see my face. Understandable, right? The next thing is denial. Oh, it's not true, that or what have you. The reason I'm speaking on this is because a lot of women today, they will say, well, men have cheated for centuries. Men have cheated since the beginning of the time. Now that women are doing it, men are getting a taste of what women had to go through for all of this time. Why should we hold women more accountable than men? Why should we do that? The reason is because women cheating and men cheating are two different things. And I want us to go into the biology of this, if you will, in a second. But first, let's see what happens here in this case.
Have changed my life, Habibi. You can never take my money. What are you on about? My car is transferred to my mother. My house is transferred to my mother. My 20 pound is transferred to my mother. God bless.
So this was something that a UFC fighter, I believe, did. He transferred everything over to his mother's name so that the moment that his wife decides that she's bored and she wants to divorce him, she won't receive any of the assets. She won't get any of the assets because all of the assets are in his mother's name. Men, can I say something about this? I think a lot of men should do this. See, us as Arabs, a lot of us do this anyway, just because we tend to stay with the families for our whole lives. We tend to live with the families. You get married, you're going to live with your mother-in-law, you're going to live with your father-in-law. So, you know, this is what we do typically anyway. Now, this wasn't a way to protect against the wife in divorce. This was just a way to have everything split into everyone's name, because you don't want one person having their name on everything in our families. It's like, it's too much of a burden, right? Because if we want to buy another house, we can just put it in our cousin's name, or we can put it in our brother or sister's name. But this is a very good, smart plan, guys. I believe that this is, I work in, as you guys know, I work in the divorce field. I work in family law. I do family law, personal injury, and probate. So we have this all the time where women come in, they want a divorce and they want to take everything. A lot of women want to take half, if not more. They want to take 70%, okay? And a lot of women actually get rewarded 70%. So think about that the next time you're so in love and you guys are married, and you might be married to a woman that will take you for all you got after a divorce. You don't know who you married until you divorce them. You never know who you married until it's time to divorce them. Hi, guys. Hi, B-Roll. Welcome in, B-Roll. Smart guy. Oh, it was a soccer player? No, I believe it was a UFC fighter, if I'm not mistaken. But it's common in Arab families to do that. Hi, Jordan. It's common in Arab families to never have anything in the husband's name, just because we tend to put things in everyone's name. Just to IRS issues. When you really want to get, like, if you guys really want to get down to it, IRS, you don't want the IRS on our doorsteps every day. So we put things in everyone's name. So that's just how we stay wealthy. I mean, you may say it's immoral, it's not nice, but I believe the nuclear family is a scam. The nuclear family is a scam, and Americans have bought it. Does that make sense? Forcing people to live just husband, wife, and children, I believe, is a scam. And I believe that this makes people more vulnerable to IRS, to being taxed without representation, taxation without representation. But it makes everyone more vulnerable, because if you're just mother, father, children, or husband, wife, children, the unit is weaker, and there's more pressure put on these two individuals to bring along that family. But if we stay in a family unit, if we stay together, let's say two brothers live in a house, both of them have their wives and their children are there. This makes us stronger. And also, it's cheaper for everyone, and we tend to get bigger houses because of that. You want to know why a lot of us have mansions and huge houses with guest houses and so on and so forth? Because we live together. So there's no need to get huge mansions if it's just you and your wife and your children. This is the reason why we have these things. A lot of people say, well, Arabs are always rich. Arabs are always running around. This is the reason why, because we stay together. All right, let's get back to the video.
Bless you, Hakimi. Think smart, not hard. God bless you.
Well, I guess we need to start following Hakimi's advice, am I right?
Who cheats more, boys or girls? Girls, every day, girls. Every time I've gotten with a girl in York, she's had a boyfriend. Every single time.
Bro just straight up exposed the girls in York here. Hey, good for him for speaking up on the fact. Coming home to this. This must have been so upsetting for him. But also, bro on the phone was pretending his screen froze.
Ooh, ooh. Did you guys see what just happened there? Let's go back a little bit, just a few seconds. What happened?
Coming home to this. This must have been so upsetting for him. But also, bro on the phone was pretending his screen froze.
Okay, so she was clearly speaking to another gentleman on the phone, on the video, I guess FaceTime, what have you. And he walked in and she's halfway naked, laying down on the bed in that position. You guys understand why women would lay in that position when they're on the phone with you, especially when they have their breasts out. That position, you understand. And he comes home, he just bursts into the door and into the room. She wasn't expecting it. And her immediate reaction was to put the phone down and say, "Oh, hi, honey, how are you?"
Whoa. Yo, what are y'all doing in here, bro? You always doing this. What? They the problem. What you coming at me? Why you here, bro?
First of all, you're being too aggressive.
I'm not being too aggressive.
With the best friend is crazy.
Okay, so this situation, I've seen this, guys. I've seen this happen a lot where women call their boyfriends, I guess, bro. The reason why I'm bringing you guys this compilation, because there's one video, a little bit more, like maybe 1 more minute. There's a video that I want to speak about in particular, and this is what sparked today's topic. So there's another video that's coming up. But if your woman calls you bro, ever, even joking, you need to check that. You need to correct her. Do not call your man bro, ever. The first time she does it, it should be checked at that exact moment. I don't care if she's joking, because jokes turn into habits. Habits turn into things that are said in anger. So I recommend never letting your woman ever disrespect you by calling you bro. So she pushes him back, says, "Bro, you're overreacting." She's pushing him back. But I guess she's in the car with his best friend. I see you guys. Yeah, Jacob says I agree. Hi, Clue. Calling a woman bro is cringe. No, she was calling him bro. Both of them are calling one another bro. It's
I can't believe she would do this with such a good friend of his.
Are you single? Are you single?
My boyfriend.
Oh, your
Yeah,
boyfriend?
yeah.
So let's say your boyfriend wanted you to change outfits because you're dressing too a little bit too wild. What would you tell him?
Off.
You tell him.
Yeah, like let me wear what I want.
Isn't he the king worth listening to?
I'm not here to be controlled by someone else.
You think it's a little bit controlling?
It is controlling.
Why is a dad considered to be a good dad if he wants his girl to dress modestly, but a boyfriend's considered controlling if he wants the same for his girl?
okay. So this was part of oops, that was a bad still, guys. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do her like that. Sorry, girl. I didn't mean to have your face stuck like that. But this is the video that sparked this video today. The gentleman asked her, he said, if your man told you that you aren't dressed appropriately, he told you to go change your clothing because he didn't like what you were wearing, would you do it? Or would you be offended or what have you? She said, no, I wouldn't, because I would just tell him to F off. I don't need to be controlled. Now, the question was asked about a boyfriend. He said, if it's your boyfriend, then would you change? And she said, no, I would tell him to F off. Can I say something? I kind of agree with her. And here we go. Oh my God, I can see it now. Chameleon! She's a chameleon! Amira, she's been tainted by the feminists. No, wait a minute. The reason I say I agree with her is because of this. The question was asked, if your boyfriend asked you to change because he said that you're not dressed appropriately, would you do it? Would you let him control you in that manner? She said, I told him to F off. Listen, the way that I see things is like this. until you are married, you are single, right? But if someone is courting you, which is a limited time period. Courting does not last years. Courting is not about enjoying the person and having fun and leasing. Courting is going together for a specific purpose. You guys are, there is a purpose behind your meetings. You're not just meeting just to have fun or to Netflix and chill or just enjoy the time. Let's just hang out. No, that's not courting. So she said, my boyfriend, right? Your boyfriend, you're a boyfriend. You don't have any rights over that woman, in my view. The reason I say this is because this is the reason why in my culture we don't do boyfriends. We don't do boyfriends and girlfriends because this area is so gray. The whole boyfriend girlfriend area is very gray, right? Men want the control and the rights of a husband over a girlfriend, right? So for me, now this is just for me because I come from a different culture. For me, this is why I don't believe in girls having a boyfriend. Either you guys are courting to be married or you are married. Other than that, you are single. And if a man has to tell his woman to dress a certain way in the first place, it speaks on a whole different problem. Because if that woman is dressing a certain way so provocatively with her breasts and such out that men have to say, please cover yourself, then that's already a problem in itself. Because that woman, obviously, she's not respecting you in the first place. But this is why I say I don't believe in boyfriends and girlfriends. It's too much of a gray area. It makes no sense. A woman having a boyfriend is an insult. Having a boyfriend is an insult to a real lady. Having a boyfriend is an insult to a woman who is a wife. You're a wife before you get married. He who findeth a wife finds a good thing. It's not he who findeth a girlfriend that he will make into a wife later. It finds a good thing. It's not he who findeth a girl who he's going to train after they get married to be a wife findeth a good thing. You find your wife because she's a wife when you meet her. She is already trained to be a wife. She acts like a wife. She behaves like a wife. She moves like a wife. She dresses like a wife. She speaks like a wife. She doesn't go around saying bro. She doesn't call you bro. That is a wife. And this is the reason why I say I don't believe in this whole boyfriend having full reign over his girlfriends and all of this. If you want full reign over that woman, marry her. If you don't want to marry her, leave her where she be. Don't mess with her. Because if you're not ready to fully reign over her and to have the full control and the rights of a husband, then do not engage in this nonsense. This is tomfoolery. You're a boyfriend. You haven't committed. You haven't done anything. You haven't sacrificed anything to be with this woman, but yet you're asking for full rights and full control over her. I don't believe that. So, I don't know. I'm sure many Westerners will disagree with that. Maybe Westerners will say, well, she needs to respect me anyway because I'm her boyfriend and, you know, I'm committed to her and I'm exclusive and so on and so forth. You're a friend that has sex with her. That's all it is. That's why it's called boyfriend. You're a friend that they have sex with. You're not special. It's nothing special. Zelich says, marrying most women without really knowing them is a mistake. Well, that's what courting is for. You get to know a woman. I'm not saying ever to marry a woman that you don't know, but everybody changes, right? Everybody will change. And my husband is not the same man that I married. Even in my case, my husband is not the same man I married 5 years ago. We have both changed. We've both grown. And you're never going to know how that person is going to change. That's a risk that you take. Marriage is a risk. Now, unless they have these huge red flags like mental health issues, drug issues, you know, a bunch of children with a bunch of men, you know, 5 failed marriages before you're going to be taking a risk. So, I mean, when people say, I'm going to date this person for 3 years, and then I'll see if I want to marry them because those 3 years will tell me if we're going to be suitable or great together. I wonder to myself, like, don't you see that people will change anyway? That's going to be something that you're going to have to deal with no matter what. No matter how many years you try to stay with that person, the best that you can do is vet their past. But their future, none of us know. Boaz says, know her family, know her friends. And that's the thing. I believe that's a great way of vetting. Is like, if you're scared or you're worried, get to know the people who know her. Who knows her? Who can vet for her? Who can tell me about her? But this whole, like, I'll be her boyfriend for, 2 years and then we'll figure it out after. Maybe I'll keep her, maybe I won't. You're wasting that woman's time. You're wasting her fertile years. You're wasting her beauty years too. Remember, women, we have a time stamp on us, right? We're not like you can just wait, oh, I'll just wait 20 years or 10 years and see how it goes. No. Women have a time. And if you're just wasting her years because you're just worried about what happens in the future, this is why we don't believe in boyfriends and girlfriends. Boyfriends and girlfriends are no. No. Super Suka says, and if all her friends are 304s, is a bad sign. Oh gosh. Oh, is that C really? Canadian is here. Hi, Canadian. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. I'm surprised that you found my channel over here. This is my second channel. Welcome over. PJ Bear says, a few shows ago, Amira named a Western European country where the women are very conservative and old-fashioned, but majority in the country is Muslim. Yeah. So? Yeah. Unfortunately, today, if you really want to get real conservative women, unfortunately, the majority of them will be Muslim. Sorry, because Christianity, unfortunately, has fallen. Eastern European countries still have those Christians that are still by the book, those Orthodox Christians, the ones that actually follow the Bible. You know what I mean? Not the ones who wear these low-cut dress suits to church and sit next to the men and all of that. No. Not the women who go into the church of the Lord with their heads uncovered. No. Traditional, actually, women who follow the Bible. Remember, you guys, I've read the Bible front to back. I love the Bible. But when I saw the rules in the Bible that Christians don't follow, it made me wonder, where are the Christians that actually are following the Bible, where it says, do not eat swine? Women, cover your heads when you enter the house of the Lord. Don't find them. Not that many here. There's not many. Melephant is here. Melephant. Hi, Melephant. How are you? Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to see the people. I haven't seen Canadian here. I haven't seen. Wow. Nice to see you guys. So, okay, guys. Here we go. Let's get back to what we're doing. All right. All right. Here we go. Back to the video.
That's a. I don't know how to answer that. I feel like it's because the dad doesn't want to see you, and then I don't know. The boyfriend's just like he doesn't want. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry.
Wow, this girl belongs in one place and one place only, the streets. I can't believe she said this in front of her boyfriend.
You're cute. You're real cute.
Where are the chances that I can get your number?
I can't give you my number. I have a boyfriend. Off the record?
Off the record.
Off the record. I'll give you my number. Off the record, I did just start dating my boyfriend a week ago.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? Did you guys see that? So she said when he first asked for her number, no, I can't. I have a boyfriend. But then a few minutes later, oh, off the record, I just started dating my boyfriend a week ago. So we're not really that serious. So it's okay. I can give you my number. Boyfriends, all the boyfriends out there. Is that what you want? Is that where you want to be? You want to be in that position where it's like, well, she just started dating me a week ago, but, I'm her boyfriend. I mean, I would even think that men wouldn't want to be in that position of being a boyfriend. Like, isn't that offensive after age 20? I mean, I don't know. I guess not. In American culture, I've seen worse. I've seen Americans, women who are in their 40s, talking about their boyfriends. You are 40 with a boyfriend. It's just American culture today. Boyfriend, girlfriend, this is all the rave. It's, nobody wants to be married. Oh, we'll just have boyfriends. But I believe that a woman, past 40 I think that's embarrassing to say you have a boyfriend. Zealish says it sounds like gold digger mentality. They use that line often. What, that they have a boyfriend and then later on they say, oh, we just started dating? See, that's what I'm saying. There's no seriousness to this. This is not serious. Do you guys believe that boyfriend culture is serious? You believe women actually take this seriously? I have a boyfriend. Oh my God, we're so serious. There's nothing serious about this. This is all childish. It's childish games. He's my boyfriend. We go together. Until when? And it would be cute if they weren't having sex with your boyfriends. If people weren't having sex with the boyfriends and girlfriends, it would be cute, right? That's not the case. Most people have sex with their boyfriend or girlfriend. So every person as your boyfriend and girlfriend you're having sex with, you get to use them. You get to have their goods, right? Both ways. Women get to have the man and the man gets to have the woman. You guys are using each other's goods. And then until you guys feel like you don't like each other anymore, or you get bored with one another, and then you're like, okay, let's just separate because, we're just boyfriend and girlfriend anyway, so it's not a big deal. None of us lose anything. Is this the way of Americans trying to protect themselves from divorce? Is this what this is? Because if that's the case, you're not making a better culture. You're not making things better by having boyfriend-girlfriend culture. This is not making things better because now you see the value of women has gone down so far. The value of women and womanhood in general, if we really want to talk about it, and yes, I'm talking about you, transsexuals, transvestites, talking about you. But the value of a woman has gone down so far. Women are no longer valued for womanhood. Women are no longer valued for the things that we used to be valued for. Women used to be. Oh my God, we're not going to talk about it. Let's just, because as soon as I start doing that, then we're going to get into the whole conversation about the culture and where it started and feminism and all that. You guys know where I'm going with it. I'll just leave it there. Let's just continue the video.
What do you mean by that? That should come through.
Okay.
It's an evil world we live in, but hey, I'm gonna keep living.
I really hope her boyfriend sees this video because what she's doing is so wrong. I wonder what will happen.
You're talking to me, but then I found out you were like pursuing this girl who's showing herself like in a really like, okay, she does want attention. Her, it's okay, but for me, it's not okay, right?
That's the question?
Yeah, that's the question.
You mind if I answer? If he's talking to you, he's courting you, he's trying to take you seriously, why would you want to throw him off by doing the same thing all these other women doing? That makes you the same as them, which makes him not take you seriously.
Oh. Did he not say something? Did he not say some truth? Did I just tell you guys this? I was just saying what he just said. This came from the mouth of a man. He said, if this woman said, why do you get offended if I do it, but the other women do it and you're actually attracted to it and you like it? He said, why would a man treat you any differently if you want to act and look just like them? Why should he look at you any differently? If he's trying to court you and he wants to be with you, why are you worried about all this other stuff? Why don't you be different? Why don't you stand out? And I believe that one of the best ways for a woman to stand out is to hold her chastity, to hold it as if that's the last thing on earth. Hold it as if you're the last virgin on the world. Hold it. Keep it. Guard it with your life. Say no. No. That will make you stand out in this world of hoes. In this world of hoes where the majority of women are losing their virginity between the ages of 12 and 15, can you make it to 23 without doing it? Can you do that? Because that will be the way that you will stand out. The majority of women are giving it up between the ages of 12 and 15. I just found out that prom night is the night where everybody loses their virginity. We don't have that, of course. That will never happen for us. But in America, that's the thing. Stand out, woman. And the way that you stand out is not by showing the most cleavage. It's not by showing the most thigh or having your hummus fall out of your skirt when you bend over. That is not the way to stand out. The best way to stand out is to keep your chastity and to be clean. Because in this world today, the majority of women are dirty, loose. Dirty and loose. So the way you stand out is being clean and, dare I say, tight. But I meant to say loose with their woman parts. I don't mean physically, but they're loose with their woman parts. So the way that you can be better is be clean. Let's let the man speak. Look at him. Stuck.
This guy has some great advice, and I'm pretty sure this girl isn't even listening. Oh well, she'll learn eventually.
What's wrong?
Oh wait, I'm gonna pass this part because the audio is horrific. But this is just a back and forth between a comedian and you could call it a heckler, who's yelling about what's wrong with having an OnlyFans and so on and so forth. The man tells her exactly what you think he would tell her. And she gets offended, she gets mad, and so on and so forth. But we've already seen things like that, so let's move on.
And the fact that some men are comfortable with it just shocks me.
Why'd you break up with your ex? That was high value.
I just felt like there was something more out there for me.
Even though you're older now, and
But that doesn't matter. I don't even look my age. I'm still dating. I bring a lot to the table. I'm not nagging. I am very peaceful.
would it be fair to say that at 39, shit might have sailed?
No, absolutely not.
What appreciates in value with more use over time?
Don't use my friend Kevin Samuel's talking points. Please don't do that. Please don't. Freshen fraud, freshen fit.
The answer is nothing. It's going to be significantly harder to get one now at 39.
I don't think so.
Men value youth and beauty.
Baby, look at me.
But you're not young anymore.
I don't care about my age.
It's not about what you care about. You got to ask, what do the men care about? Men between 18 to 60 for women that are 18 to 24.
No.
Let's be honest. As women, let's just be honest. A lot of them want to have kids and stuff like that. At 40, it's risky.
Men are the ones that give out relationships. Women give out.
Sweetheart, I said it's my choice.
All right, what about you? Why'd you break up with him?
Because I was doing him wrong.
You cheated with 2 kids? Bruh.
So she...
All right, so there's an argument with that. This woman is saying, my age doesn't matter. I still am on the market, and I'm going to get what I want. Guys, it's not unheard of for a woman to be, late 30s and find a man and get married, even late 30s. However, this woman here is, I don't want to say it, overconfident. I'll say that. She's overconfident. The reason I say she's overconfident is because a woman at her stage right now, you should be grateful, right? You need to be grateful, right? And a little bit more adjusting when it comes to your situation, because you have to understand that it's not bragging rights for a man. This is the way I see it. I'll share it with you guys. Now, women, don't get offended, but here we go. Women, you should see yourself as a prize for men. And wait, hold on. I know what a lot of men are saying. The women are not the prize. 1 minute. Women, you should see yourself as a prize for men. If this man has worked hard and he's worthy of your hand in marriage, he has done something to make something of himself, more likely than not, he's done something. Men who work hard and make themselves the top of their game, the A game, they make sure they have the money to take care of a woman. They have their houses, they have their cars, they have their careers, and they work hard at it. They're sweating every day to make sure that they're able to bring in what's needed. What type of prize are you to that man? What type of prize are you when he marries you? What do you bring to him that is a reward for all of his hard work? Of all of the years that he had to make himself into what he is, that was good enough for your hand in marriage, what are you bringing to him that is a prize? Right? Because I believe a man will still take a woman even if she's a liability. But men are forgiving in that way, right? They're like, a lot of men marry down. And when I say marry down, I don't mean marry down in looks all the time, but most men marry women that have less than them. So what prize are you to him? Because obviously, I mean, every woman wants to be something to their man, to their husband. They want to make them feel like this is your reward for all of your hard work. I am your reward for being the top of your A game, for making yourself into something. I am the reward. So what am I giving you? What am I bringing to you? Anyway, so when a woman is in her late 30s, well, she's already pretty much 40, you know, she said 39, so pretty much 40. You can have a baby. If the man wants a baby, you can. It's a little bit harder, but it's doable. You're most likely not a virgin. That just kind of comes with the territory. She's pretty, but she's not in shape. Let's just say that. She's not like she's in shape or anything, especially if she hasn't had any children. You want to bring something that's, you know, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she knows how to, maybe she's really skilled in the kitchen. Who knows? I could be wrong. But I believe that women, you should think of yourselves like that. What kind of prize am I to him? Because men typically have to be the top of their game to even get a woman to say yes to marriage. Because they have to ask a woman, will you marry me? And a woman has to sit there and think, let me see that ring again. Let me see the ring again. No, open the box all the way. Put the light. They like get the light out. Hold on, wait. Let me see. Let me see the ring. Open the box. Okay. Yeah, I'll marry you. I'll marry you. They have to ask a woman and accept the rejection if it comes. So, anyway, I gotta move on. Let me see. Let's move on. Oh, cute. What's with the video sound quality? I know. I haven't invested in this stuff. I know. YouTube is not my career. I really should invest in it, but it's not my career. It's just, I do it for the time that I get on the weekends. You know what I mean? It's not something that I invested in. I probably should though. But anyway, let's move on. Here we go.
Pretty much dropped her ex, and now years later, she thinks she can pull a similar man. Not after this video goes viral.
So y'all tell me what's so bad about me deciding to cook a home-cooked meal for my girl?
No, everything
She's
is bad
upset.
about this. Just someone said, because it's our second day.
So what?
I expected you to take me to the Capitol Grill.
And we will go to the Capitol Grill.
When?
On another day. We went out last.
Take me out and do more.
I'm keeping my word.
No,
you haven't even.
Your word.
You haven't even. You don't even know that yet.
No, listen. You see this?
I see it. It's amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks black, brown, crusty, dusty.
It looks like you just want something to complain about to me.
It's not that I want something to complain about, but I expect you to stick by your word.
I am sticking by my word.
No, this is our second day.
Exactly. So how do you know?
And we're not going.
How do you know that though?
Because I'm here. What do you mean? No. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort of you cooking, right. But I wanted to go out with you. I want to have fun.
And we will, but I wanted to cook for you. No, I want to show you that. I want to show you versatility. It's easy for me to take you out.
This is too no.
Yes, it's easy for me to take you out.
Okay, it's easy.
It takes a lot more thought to cook for somebody, right? That's all I'm saying.
I do not want this. You hear me? I don't want this. I expected more from you, and that's that. Like, come on.
So you wait until I cook up this meal just for you to decide that you don't.
I
told you we were coming to my house. What did you think?
That we're going to the Capitol Grill.
And like, we will go there eventually. But tonight you're at David's house eating my dinner.
So that means what? You do not keep your word, right?
I do keep my word.
You do not keep your word.
If I didn't keep my word, why? If I didn't keep my word, how did I cook you?
If you don't have it, just say you don't have it.
I absolutely have it.
Actually tell me and have me expect maybe, okay, I don't have it, I'm gonna cook something cute for her, she might like it. No, but you have to come over here expecting we're going somewhere, and we're not actually going.
Okay. Wait, guys, wait. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this situation? I can give you two views. One view is that he promised her that they were going out. Maybe he promised her favorite restaurant, and she was excited about that, and she got let down. Understandable. But spontaneity is sexy, right? Spontaneity in a woman. This is what makes women attractive. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. One sec. Let me turn this. 1 second. Okay. Women, spontaneity is the reason why a lot of men, well, most men, want women without children because spontaneity is sexy in a woman. It is youthfulness, right? Playfulness, the ability to adjust and bend and be flexible, and not physically, calm down, guys, but to be flexible in your schedule, to have the freedom to do so. This is why many men say, I don't want women with children, because there's no flexibility. She's going to say, oh, I got to get a babysitter. Oh, I can't go. Oh, my youngest one is sick. Oh, can we bring the kids with? And this is the reason why a lot of men say, I don't want women with children. This woman, she is not spontaneous. No matter if the man promised her that we're going to go to the Capitol Grill, whatever that is, but we're going to go to the Capitol Grill. No matter if he promised that, the spontaneity and the gratefulness of an act of kindness is a beautiful thing. And it's a very youthful trait to have. A woman who is rigid in her schedule is not an attractive trait for a man who's looking for a wife. You want to be free. You want to, the fact that this man cooked food, I don't care if it's Kool-Aid in the wine glass, the fact that he cooked dinner and you just down his dinner, even though there's nothing wrong with it. You could just say, I had my mouth set on a certain plate. And, this is a change of plans, but that's all right. But the way she's acting, I would say is a trait for dismissal, for immediate dismissal. What do you guys say? Her neck started moving side to side. Oh my God, it said, look like he poured Hawaiian punch into those wine glasses. It really does. It's look, it might be Crystal Light. It could be Crystal Light. Bend her backwards flexibility. Go to the naughty corner, D. Go to the naughty corner, D. Thomas. Somebody send him to naughty corner. 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes in the naughty corner. I didn't think that until you mentioned it about flexibility and freedom. You mean about spontaneity? And I'm just thinking about this because I'm like, why is the reason? Well, there's many reasons why men don't want women with children, but that's one of the reasons I believe that men prefer women that are free, that don't have baggage with them, because they're free. They can just get up and go. A man could just call you and say, I'm sending you a ticket. Okay, go to the airport. And the woman can say, fine. Instead of it being a hassle, every time you want to do something, it's a hassle. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a great sign. It's a great sign from him to see that she is not good for him. I believe so. But you guys could be wrong. I could be wrong. Who knows? I'll continue the video. Sorry, I'm gonna put this away. Okay.
I don't like that. I don't. I can have do more for me than opportunity. No.
Well, guess what?
No,
You're with me right now, okay?
I'm with you right now.
Yes, we are on a date right now.
Exactly.
They didn't make the cut, and I did.
Right? I'm with you right
they
now.
must have not did something right. I didn't lie to you about anything.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You told me we was going to the top of the grill.
Can I say something else really quickly? And this might be racist, and I'm sorry for being racist, okay? I'm sorry. It just, but everything I say is racist. So, I mean, welcome to the Lioness X Out channel. Another thing, if she really thought that she was going to some like 4-star, 5-star grill, why did she dress like that? I mean, let me ask you. Supposedly, she was under the impression that they were going to go to this Capitol Grill, whatever that is. But she was under the impression that she's going to this nice restaurant, fancy restaurant, and she dressed like that and wore her hair like that to go to a fancy dinner. Really, she's dressed for dinner at home. So I'm confused. I'm like, if you thought that you were going to a fancy dinner, you would think that you would wear something better than jeans and having those kind of, that hairstyle. I mean, I know. I already know. I'm going to be called racist because I guess the hairstyle has some huge meaning, cultural meaning behind it. And I just don't understand what the cultural meaning is behind it. Will someone please educate me? Am I wrong? Am I the one who's wrong by thinking that she doesn't look like she's ready to go to any type of dinner outside? I could be wrong. What did I say? How can you send me to the naughty corner on my own channel? Sir, no. What did I say? It said nope, just low class. Okay, see, I knew I wasn't losing my mind here because If I picked her up, now here's me as a man. If I picked her up, I wouldn't take her anywhere. I would say, no, no, no. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. No, you're not done getting dressed. Your hair isn't finished. No, get out, go back in the house and finish. Because clearly I came too early or you just weren't ready. I must have come too early. Here, I'll go circle the block. You go inside and finish. Because that is not. No, oh, no, you don't. Denzel Washington said that. He said, "Oh no, you don't," and that has stayed in my head since then. McDonald's or KFC. He said she wants high class for low class effort. She's a bro. She is definitely those type of woman that would call you bro. That calls her men bro. Oh, you're right. Dressed for a home meal. I thought so. Dude looks like a lady. You guys are just worse than me. Biro says, this is why men are getting their passports and leaving these nagging benches behind. Those look like fake jeans. Well, whatever they are hugging her very tightly around her love handles. How is that racist? I don't know. Everything I say is racist, Zealage. I'm so tired of being called racist. Whatever. I am so tired of being called racist. You guys have no idea. All right, here we go. Back to the video.
We will go to the Capitol Grill, but I decided to cook for you this time.
I need you to stick by your word.
I always stick by my word.
No, you're not. No, you are not.
You were just over here complaining. You haven't even had one bite of this food.
I don't want to have
You haven't even taken one bite out of it.
I expected to have
Wow.
I expected more.
You shouldn't be expecting stuff so early on.
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie. I didn't lie.
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie about anything.
I'm here for a reason, right?
This is the second day.
I'm here for a reason, right? I'm here for a reason,
yeah,
right?
because you want to be here.
I expect to go to the Capitol, the grill. Okay, I want to go out. I want to stay in.
Okay, see, this is just a woman. I'm sorry, her voice is irritating my soft ears. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pass on this girl, because this lasts very long. There's like, wait, how much longer? There's a full minute left of this. A full minute. No, I am not doing it. No, sir. I refuse. All right, I want to move on to our next contender here. But for now, I want to see what you guys have to say, because our next contender is a person who got arrested. This person was arrested, is a woman, of course, and it speaks a lot on women in the West. She's black, I'm black. I'll say it so it's not racist. Throw her black. Mr. Renegade. I don't want to get clipped. Mr. Renegade, don't have me repeat things like that, because then I'm gonna get clipped. And then the moment I get clipped, then it's gonna be, look at Amira. We always knew she was racist. I'm like, oh my god, guys, stop. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up. I hope they go to sleep friendly. Ew, I don't think they'll be sleeping together. Sorry. I mean, if he's a man, he would have kicked her out of his house. I don't like the dude or the chick. I think the guy. Ooh, am I allowed to say this? Here we go. I believe that Western men are the most forgiving, the most tolerant, the most appreciative, the most kind, well-mannered, non-judgmental men, right? Because you understand, I come from a culture where the men are, I love my culture, don't get me wrong, but the men are, they're raised to be a certain way, right? Eastern men, especially Arab men, are not, they're not warm. They're not warm. When I say warm, I mean, I'm sorry guys. When I say warm, I mean, they don't come home and hug their wives and say, wow, honey, I'm happy to be home. Or, oh, wow, honey, you cooked me a nice meal today. Or, it's fine, honey, I you know, no judgment. If you didn't feel like doing this or that today, no judgment. We don't get that. You understand? When I see so many videos online of how men treat their women in the West, the women that are not deserving of that treatment, let me just say that. Women that are not deserving, the majority of the times, of sweet, well-mannered treatment. But the men are trained in the West to be so tolerant. The Western men tolerate so much disrespect, so much laziness from their women. What I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying this to be honest. And I go to Western people's houses, right? They have a different standard of clean than we do. Let's just say that. The woman, I went to her house and she was there. She said, we were in her kitchen and we were speaking about something, and this was just a business proposal. It wasn't even our friend, but we were there in her house and she was talking about her kitchen because we were talking about a business job that we were doing. We were in her kitchen. There were dishes in the sink. There were toys everywhere, which, you know, when you have children, it just happens. But gosh, you knew you had company coming over. Get it together. Nonetheless, there was dust. The whole house was dusty. What else did I see? Oh, there was food. I would say food, like cups, plates everywhere. The dinner table was still full of, it looked like from breakfast or from the day before. I don't know. But it was just plates. That's all. It was just plates. And they were stacked into a pile. They were stacked into a pile as if someone was stacking them to go get them to be washed, but they never did. And I know the floor was dirty because when you walk on the floor and there's stuff sticking to your foot, you know the floor is dirty. Anyway, the woman, she pardoned herself. She said, oh, guys, excuse the house, excuse the mess. You know, we have 2 children and a dog, and my husband hasn't been home, so we haven't had anyone to help me clean. He'll be home eventually. It is his night to do the dishes after all. So yeah, guys, what do you guys propose that we do about the quartz setup here? Because I prefer half quartz, half marble. And I'm like, I know we're not just going to go past that. Did this woman just say that she's sorry about the mess, but her husband isn't home yet to help her clean? Sorry about the mess, but my husband isn't home yet to help me clean. Okay, maybe a lot of you guys don't see anything wrong with that statement. I think a lot of you guys don't see what's wrong with that statement. See, that just shows that you haven't grown up around Eastern women. In our cultures, the women, we dare not have a man clean in our houses. Women, we clean every day. Every day the floor is vacuumed. Every day the floor is mopped. Every day, it's just normal behavior. This is a normal routine. Even if the woman works, if you are a woman and you can't handle working and house chores, then you need to drop the work, because clearly you can't handle your wife work, your womanly work. So if you can't handle both of them, you need to drop your job and focus on that. That's how we see it, and that's how we work. That's how we operate. The housework is not for the men at all, for us. Sorry. And even aside from that, asking a man to come home and then come home and do your job, for us, is an insult. And I understand a lot of Westerners, I can already hear it now. You guys don't even have to tell me. You don't even have to comment, because I already know it's coming. The women and men work too. So, you know, whoever has the most energy when they get home is the one who cleans or cooks and so on. And I'm like, this is... we just have a different standard. We have a different standard of women, different standard of men. And that's why I said Western men are the most tolerant men I've ever seen. You guys tolerate laziness from your women. You guys tolerate disrespect from your women that Eastern men would never tolerate. You guys tolerate women with lots of baggage, not just a little bit of baggage, but with lots of baggage. And you still treat them as if they were without it. I mean, that's amazing. Those are amazing traits. But us as Easterners, we don't have that kind of forgiveness in our culture. We don't get forgiven like that. We don't. Our men are so much colder and unforgiving and intolerant, and dare I say ungrateful, but ungrateful because for them, it's our job. They don't see it as we're doing a favor to them when we clean the house. They don't see it as we're doing a favor to them when things are perfect in the house. Do you know what I mean? They don't see it as a favor. So it could look like ungratefulness, but the truth is that's just an expectation. That's what they expect to happen. So they're not going to reward you for doing your woman work. They're not going to say, "Oh, honey, you did such a great job." They just come home and so yeah. I'm sure Amira's OCD. I have issues with it, but I believe all of us do. All Eastern women do. That tolerance level sounds like simping and cut. Listen, can you guys stop saying? Go to the naughty corner, Nazi. The naughty corner awaits you. Stop it. You guys are getting me to say these things because I start reading them and I don't know the next word that's coming. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Stop it. Get it together. Get some help, all of you. Oh my goodness. GB says, Amira, you have roles, duties, and separate responsibilities. Western men have spoiled the Western women. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I was trying to say. And I'm sorry I couldn't say it in better terms, but Western women are spoiled. Spoiled. Western women are so spoiled, yeah. This is where the entitlement comes from, because they've been so spoiled that they feel that this is how things should be. And if they're not that way, even though they're not deserving of, special nice treatment, but they should get it anyway, just for being a woman, just for showing up, just for being there. And Western women are so lucky to have the type of men they have. Did you guys know this is part of the reason why a lot of Asian women prefer to marry white men? Because Asian men tend to have the Asian expectation of their woman. They don't treat the woman like a little princess or like, oh, you're delicate doll, you like American men do, or Western men rather. They don't treat the women like that. Arab men, they don't treat us like that. Indian men do not do that to Indian women. There's no other race in the world that treats the woman like this except in and I can't say race, I would say culture. It's like men here are just trained from small. You don't hit the woman. You don't yell at the woman. You don't do this. You don't do that. Oh, there's a woman in the room. You got to speak this way. Oh, our men don't get that type of training. They never get, I don't know. I think the reason why they don't get that type of training is because we're always separated. In our cultures, we're always separated. There's never a time where it's like, oh, don't say that, there's women in the room. Because the women are not in the room. Because women don't stay in the same room as men. We don't stay in the same room. An Eastern woman, when she sees more than two men in a room together, she will leave. Because that's not her place. She's not supposed to be there. So we never have that situation where, oh, men have to speak a certain way because there's women in the room. Oh, don't curse because there's women in the room. Because the women are not there. Women do not stay around men in our culture. Women do not sit around men. They don't just sit there and be nosy and hear their conversations. Women in America, they feel entitled to be in the room. They're like, I deserve to be in the room just like the men deserve to be in the room. Pull me a seat. Yes, you pull me a seat. I know the other men didn't have a seat pulled for them, but I'm a woman too. I'm still a lady, so you still got to pull the seat for me. But I still want to be here treated like a man. That's how women are here, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's absurdity. So you want to get the woman treatment while still being treated like a man at the same time. The entitlement. Okay. Bring back men-only spaces. That should have never been gone. I'm putting the link into the chat. Whoever wants to come chat with me can. I'm putting the link in the chat right now. I am opening the panel, I guess you could say. Oh, Blindy says, we have to spoil Amira. How are you feeling today? Thanks for everything you do. Wow, you look amazing. Get out of here. See, that's sweet. That's sweet. The majority of the time, I don't believe when people say things like that to me. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of you guys are like that. But when somebody says too nice things to you or things that are just too sweet and too kind, Don't you guys get the feeling that they're trying to get over on you somehow? That's how I feel. Maybe that's just my paranoia. But that's how I feel. I never feel like anyone is serious when they start saying, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're amazing. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? I don't have no money for you. But anyway. Yeah, exactly, Keela. Like, gaslit. Don't gaslight me. Oh, by the way, I have a proposal for you all. Here it is. The naughty corner, right? The naughty corner is where I send people who act badly in my chat. People who misbehave in my chat get sent to the naughty corner. Now, if you're extra bad, you will be sent to the naughty corner labor camp. I have opened up a labor camp for the naughty corner as well. So, for the extra naughty ones, they will go to the naughty corner labor camp. I hate me. I hate me. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Okay, I'll get it together. I'll get it together. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to. You know why? Because already I'm already accused of being so mean and so racist and so bad. And okay, well, if that's the case, I'm starting my own labor camps too. Cranberry says, yeah, we need to be harder, but being loving and caring is good for women. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it is not. And man, why do I do this? Listen, women do not value these things. Women see so many things as weakness. And when you are too kind to a woman, unfortunately, even though the woman wants to value you and she wants to see you as being kind and sweet, and she wants to do the same thing back to you, most women, I'm not going to say all, most women will see that as weakness. And then she'll try to run over you or use you for all you got. Because she's going to say, oh, I got him wrapped around my finger. Or she'll say, oh, he's the type of guy that's, he's just putting you out there. He's easily used. And they'll take advantage. I don't know. Maybe I'm just evil. Is it just me? I can't be the only one. I wish women were more honest. Just say the truth because this is what I see. And it's not something that I'm just saying because I see it. I've seen women do this. 3G. Spoiling women is a waste of time and energy, no return on investment. I would say unless she's your wife, but even if she's your wife, don't spoil her too much. If my husband told me yes for everything that I wanted, I would be such a brat. I wouldn't be pleasant to be around. My husband, as much money as he has, and as much opportunities that he could give me everything, often he turns around and he says like this, "Niet." I'm like, honey, so there's this thing that I saw online, "Niet." You didn't even know what it is. He said, yeah, but I know what it's not. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it tickles my stomach when he does that. It tickles my tummy. Because I'm like, because finally when he does say yes, it's such a beautiful feeling. It's a way better feeling. So yeah. Like, you don't even know what it is. Yeah, but I know what it's not. Like, it says, no, it's not spoiling her too much. It's like watching a movie with her and she wants to see, or massaging her feet once or twice. Massaging her feet? I see what you mean. But those are treats given to good women, right? Those are treats that are given to women who are good, right? She deserves a treat. She's been great. She's been doing all her girl duties, her woman wife duties. She deserves a treat. I'm going to give her this. I'll give her a little foot massage, or I'll do this for her. But a woman who, I'm just saying, I believe that in the West, women are really asking for punishment, but then they get rewards. Oh my God, Thomas, I feel like Undead Chronic is here. No hymen, no diamond. My God. Well, there's plenty of virgins that don't have hymens, but still, I get what you mean. I still understand what you mean. Oh, Hi, but I can't see you though. I can't see you. I'm not gonna let you up here like this because it looks like you just want to troll me. If that's the case, troll with your whole face out. Don't troll me with a screen name. I don't mind being trolled, but troll me like, you know, I'll be respectful. Mm. Right, Zealage, right. So we have to be firm. We can't be too soft or too hard. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Jacob. No simping. There you go. That's why I always said like, but it's so dark, Rush. Okay, look, I've seen you here before. I have seen you here before, but I just, oh my God, I'm gonna take a chance, guys. We're gonna take a chance on Rush. It looks like he wants to troll me today, but we'll see. Hi, Rush.
Yo, what's good?
Hey.
I see you expanding on these 304s, so I'm up here trying to help you out, you know what I mean?
That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying, well, you know what? I think you might have a point. What is your view on all of this? What do you say?
We live in a day and time where most modern day female are looking for uneven exchange and expecting men to be traditional. I mean,
Yeah.
for example, that chick you had on your thumbnail, like I'm quite sure she's the typical modern day female, and the guys that the male that she's dealing with is probably like traditional because it seemed like she's home not working and he's handling the business. I mean,
Which one?
your thumbnail where it shows the girl cheating on the husband.
Yeah. Was it the black one?
Yeah.
Oh, when he walked in on her and she was on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
See, but my thing is this, Rush, let me hear what you have to say about this, okay? Because I have my view on it, but I want to hear yours first. If men and women both cheat, why is the world harder on women when they cheat than men?
You guys deal with more of a backlash because of paternity fraud. Most dudes they kind of try to keep their females in check because the possibilities of her stepping out and wanting to make sure that whatever child that they bear is their child, and that just comes from a biological perspective. So that's why you guys will receive more of a backlash.
You know what? That is the best. That is the best answer that I've heard thus far. I mean, I applaud you for that one. Thank you so much for saying that. And you guys see, it's coming from men. I'm not the one saying that, so people don't think that because people think I hate women. But let me ask you another question. You remember the woman who said, he asked her a question. He said, if your boyfriend tells you to change your clothing because he says that you're too revealing in your clothes, would you do it? What would you say? And she said, no, I'd tell him to F off. Do you think that she's wrong in saying that to her boyfriend? Or do you think that she should listen to her boyfriend and let her boyfriend control how she dresses?
Yes, she's definitely wrong for that because when a female dress like real provocative, they're low key practicing hypergamy at the max. They're low key looking for a better option than a dude that they're dealing with. But the guy that allows her to do it, he's a sucker because he knows no better. I mean,
I see what you're saying. But I brought up the point, and I see you, BF. He says women don't act attracted to men who act loyal. I don't know about that. I think it has more to do with if the woman is a whore or not. If you're dealing with whores who are, so sexually motivated, then I think you would get that situation that you're talking about, BF. But all I can speak is from my cultural perspective. And we are taught to value ourselves and respect ourselves no matter what the men are doing. And we value our man because of him being our man. We're not really attracted to him because he's attracted to other women, or You know what I mean? We don't feel that way because I guess we have a different culture. But I guess if you're living in a sexually stimulated culture, which a lot of Westerners are, then yes. Rush. What I said was the pushback saying that that is her boyfriend, right? And this is why I don't believe in having boyfriends. I don't believe in doing this whole boyfriend girlfriend thing because the gray area is so vast. You know, you want all of the rights of a husband, but you are a boyfriend who can leave at any time or pick up and leave or what have you, you know, and there's no strings attached, which I know a lot of people like that about being boyfriends and girlfriends. But do you believe that a boyfriend should have all of the authority over a woman as a husband should?
If they're yeah, a woman should, if a woman's dealing with a male, with strong intimacy and they got finances, merged, yes, she needs to listen to her boyfriend. You know what I mean, because technically he is playing the role of a husband, but without the title. I mean,
but don't you believe that the fact that he's not actually putting a title on it? What? I'm sorry, my hair is like sticking out in the back. The fact that he's not putting a title on it, the fact that he's not taking that step, the fact that he's leaving that door open just in case he wants to run out, and he's not actually courting, because I believe that courting is different from being a boyfriend. You know, when you're courting, you're serious, and this is a very short amount of time, typically 6 months to a year, that a person courts. But when you're in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, like most people are in America, if you're in that boyfriend-girlfriend situation, if you're not putting that title and you're not taking that risk of being with her and, you know what I mean, doing it correctly, then why should she give you full ownership of her as a husband, even though you aren't taking that step?
because the laws within the United States, like for example, right, if a female engaged with a male, she lives with the male for about 10 years, right, and she decides to leave, she has access to all his assets. You know what I mean? Liquid assets.
Mhm.
So
True.
you know what I mean, if y'all gonna play that role, you know what I'm saying, you need to follow your man. You know what I mean, because he knows better. You know.
Hmm.
But
So yeah, I see what you're
from a cultural perspective, I do agree with you. Like you shouldn't play boyfriend and girlfriend. You should just get married. You know what I mean, and follow the laws of your deity. You know what I mean.
Correct. What you were speaking about is common law, like when when you're living together for a certain amount of time, the law considers you pretty much married, essentially. I believe it's a certain amount of years that you guys have to be together. I believe it's more than 7. But
10 years is 10 years.
oh, it's 10.
Not only that, but if and this is why I tell dudes not to engage with females that already got kids, because if she's a baby mother and already have kids and you playing the cleanup guy, within those 10 years you'll be held liable for child support as well too. You know what I mean?
I've seen that happen. Men in the chat, I've seen this happen where even a paternity test was done. The woman lied to the man and said that it was his child. The paternity test was done. The man was relieved to find out his suspicions were true. The child was not his. But the courts gave no cares about that. They still made him liable for child support. It's a very sad state that we're in right now, where the courts are run by women and feminists. This is why this country is going down. Partially, this is the reason why the family courts, I work in family law. The family courts are disgusting. My law firm, we strictly are for men. We strictly handle men's cases
What do you
where
mean?
the man.
You're an attorney or something, or
I'm a paralegal. I'm not an
you're a
attorney.
paralegal? Oh, okay.
Right. And under our law firm, we strictly are handling men. So for us, it's more like we defend the men. We don't defend. There's a few cases that we defend some women, but the majority are men. What else was I going to tell you? Boyfriends and girlfriends, as you said because of the law, you said, so if something happens, the law will find that, she is responsible for your assets, or especially if you guys are living together, you have the common law marriage and so on. I believe, now he is right, guys. What he's saying is completely right. So in this case, I believe it's up to the woman. Women, if you're not getting married, if the man is not marrying you, I don't believe that you need to stay in his space any longer, because if something does happen, he's going to be held liable for it. And what's the point of having all the responsibilities and duties of being a husband without actually being it? You know, you have all the responsibilities and duties, but he has none of the rights of a husband. So I think Rush is correct. And also, I believe women need to take responsibility for that. This is why fathers are so important. Fathers wouldn't let, well, I don't know, American fathers have kind of fallen when it comes to that. But the majority of fathers that we know, Eastern fathers, would never let their daughter be in that kind of predicament where they're like, oh, sitting here with a boyfriend and so many years go by and they just sit in them. We don't have that happen. But then again, most of the women in this country don't marry virgin, do they, Rush?
Of course not, and that's why the divorce rate is at the percentage it is at, right at what it is now. 70% of females initiate the divorce, and if she attends like a university or college, that percentage goes up to about 90%. So it's all in our social construct, man. There's a lot of social engineering going around with the leftist feminists to indoctrinate these females, thinking that choosing a career over having a mate, and it's just it's just not good, because at this point, and I don't want to expound on this, but the alphabet gang community will, get larger. You know what I mean? They're predicting that females will be single by 50%. And the percentage is going to keep going higher. It's just looking like we're headed towards extinction.
Let me ask you, are you married, Rush?
Nah, we had this conversation last time. Nah, I'm not married.
I'm sorry, Rush. I didn't write it down. Have you been married?
Nah. I'm not an advocate for marriage.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember
Yeah,
you.
you remember now.
You said, wait, are you for having children without marriage?
Nah, I'm not. I don't want to have kids either. I have my personal reasons of that.
You're not the only one that's come on this channel speaking this way, and it hurts me. It does hurt my heart when men speak this way. We had another
Here's the
gentleman who
thing.
was white. Go ahead.
It's not coming from a selfish space. I see what this world is becoming. Look at the schools, man. Like, if anybody would have children now, I would recommend them to do homeschooling, because you can't trust the school with your kids no more, especially if you follow a protocol of a certain type of religion. You know what I mean?
But I just hate seeing that that we have men. I can understand women being, but men saying that they're going to let what's going on outside interfere with them having their families and raising their families, that they're going to let the outside world kind of spook them out of it.
You probably don't. You probably can't understand because you come from good stock. There's structure within your community, and and I admire your people, man. You guys have good structure on how to conduct and um build the nuclear family, man. And because you come from good stock, you haven't seen the ripple effect of some of these laws that literally destroy men. I mean, and as a man, you got to be, especially if you're a man of value that have assets, you have to be careful who you engage yourself with. You know what I mean?
There's got to be better. There's got to be a better way. There's just got to be a better way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
at a
wish
loss for words. I'm just.
yeah. I mean, I wish it wasn't like this, but you know what I mean? This is the cold truth. You know what I mean?
Nezzy says passport. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, it's cool, but I mean, these other countries, man, they're starting to adopt the Western culture too, man. So you got to be careful with that. But yeah, there is a higher probability to find an actual a good mate outside the country. You know what I mean? But is that feasible for the average man? You know what I mean?
We don't know what Tom Brady was doing behind closed doors, guys. Stop it. Stop it. I know how people see these people from the outside. We don't know what's going on in their marriage, okay? But the truth is, there is no pleasing women, okay? A woman who will make a good wife is a woman who understands that she will never be pleased, and she needs to accept that and be grateful for what is coming her way in the form of her husband. This is what I believe. Sorry. Western women expect the world, and Rush, I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
I mean, just be grateful on the family you have now. Seems like you got a good family, you got a husband, kids, your parents are still around. I mean, so just cherish that.
I do. I just want the country that I live in to enjoy the same. I don't want to see the country that I live in the way it is. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Americans and they're not getting any happier. People are miserable. And I'm trying to figure out what's the root of the problem. Is it politics? Is it
Nah,
the economy?
the root of the problem is there's no sense of structure. Like, I mean, this country was based on like religion, but now they have divested from religion. There's really no uh moral compass for the people that live in the states. It's kind of like a lawless type thing that they got going on now. I mean,
You see this comment on the screen?
well, I mean, you can't beat submission into somebody, man.
Oh,
You
yes,
gotta,
you can. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can.
it's
My
not gonna.
culture, wait. Now you were talking about culture. I'm gonna share culture with you. No,
No.
Rush. Let's get Rush up out of here. Let's get Rush up out of here. Wait a minute, Rush. Wait. I have to tell you something. In our countries, flogging, okay, is a real thing, and that'll make you submissive. Okay, getting flogged.
Well, they might. It's not gonna be a genuine thing. They're doing it because they might not want to get beaten. But I guess it could work. I guess it could work to a certain extent. But I mean, do you want that kind of?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it works for y'all, but
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
but I mean, if you're raising your kid, I mean, obviously you're not gonna beat them 80% of the time that you're raising them. I mean,
Whatever has to be done. We believe by any means necessary. If it has to be done, it has to be done. We will take turns. When I get tired, pass the belt to the husband. Honey, I'm tired. Go. When he gets tired, all right, I took a break. I'm ready to go. All right. If it has to be done, it has to be done. But nonetheless, the reason why it works for us is not because of beating, of course. It's because we are raised to value certain things. We are raised with respect and a standard that I spoke about this on Wednesday, Rush. I don't know if you saw Wednesday, but Wednesday I had brought up this exact reason. I said, America has no standard. America doesn't have a common goal anymore. They don't have a common structure anymore. I said, I brought this up, Rush, that before you had everybody at 8 o'clock in the morning, everybody in the whole country and the whole nation stood up, put their hands on their chest, and said the Pledge of Allegiance in schools. They no longer have that because nobody wants to hold anyone to a standard. Nobody wants to be pledge their allegiance to anything. They want to pledge their allegiance to the faggot flag. Sorry, the flaggot flag. but they don't want to pledge their allegiance to their nation's flag. They want to pledge their allegiance to social justice, but they don't want to pledge their allegiance to the community, the family, the standard.
Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons why we're headed to the direction that we're at now. But a lot of this stuff that's going on is it's in the prophecies. I mean, this is supposed to take place. I mean,
yeah, I know. But...
yeah, but hold on, Will. Let me ask you this: you follow the Quran, right?
Yes, we follow
Yeah.
the Quran.
So yeah, you don't believe what I believe in. I mean, so
wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like prophecies, end times, and all that. I mean,
we have that too. We have.
Yeah, but ours is a bit different than yours. Just a little bit.
In what way? In what way?
Not much. Not
In
much.
what way? In what way then?
Let's not. I don't want to expound on religion because obviously we're not gonna.
No, brother, you open that door. You gotta walk through it.
I agree, because one thing we're not going to do. You said, oh, we don't believe in the same thing, but I, as a Muslim, believe that us as Muslims and Christians, we believe more of the same things than not. But I believe there's Christians out there who think that their thinking is so unique and so divine, but it's really not. It's the same thing that we believe, and most of the time, it's the majority of the religions that believe pretty much the same things. So, what is it that you believe that's so different?
Well, I mean, it's like famine, pestilence, and all that good stuff. I mean,
famine,
pestilence.
Am I missing something, Samuel?
You talk about the four horsemen part of the book of
pretty much
Revelation.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. This what was it? Revelation 26, something like that. Is and behold, a pale rider, and something about hell followed with him, and then it just goes on to describe three other horsemen who come along, and they're it's death, war, famine, pestilence, and they sweep the globe in preparation for hell to come to earth.
That's pretty much the same thing that we have as well. I mean, we have the same thing. There's nothing really different in that. But anyway, no, there's not that much difference in it. Pretty much every religion predicts the end of times in one way or another, and we see the signs of it, right? The signs are supposed to be that the children are no longer protected, the weak and the young are no longer protected. That
right.
Up is down and down is up. All the things that are weird and wrong and such are praised as good and perfect and right. I mean, that's what we're going through now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it is what it is, man. These crazy stuff that's going on now that we don't agree with is supposed to take place. I mean, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. I mean,
I see what you're saying. Dr. M actually understood you when you said famine, not salmon. I'm sorry. It just, from the mic, it sounded like you said salmon or salmon. I don't know. It just sounded, sorry. I just didn't understand the word that you said. That's all. My apologies. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up? Because Samuel is here, and I don't know what Samuel's thoughts are on all this, but if there's anything else that you want to bring up, whether it be flaggetry is something that I speak about often in this channel. There's a reason for that. It is because I believe that this is a sign of what's happening. But if there's anything else you want to bring up, whether it be regarding women, politics, flaggage, anything.
Nah. I mean, I wasn't expecting for you to ask me that, but like flaggetry. What exactly is flaggetry?
It's a pun that I came up with that she loves to say. It pertains. Started during Pride Month. With all the flags.
Okay. Yeah, that I don't really want to touch on. I mean, and plus, your last channel got destroyed because of that, right?
It's a little more complicated than that, but yeah, it didn't help.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up your channel.
Trust me, you can't mess it up more than I do, Rush.
I mean, you know, I guess don't. Yo, when it comes to that, man, you know,
Samuel, I love it. I love it. I am so tickled right now. Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry,
when it comes to I guess flagrancy, man, it's just um, it's just not a good thing. I mean,
No, I agree. I just it's a funny sounding word. It makes me laugh.
yeah, I mean, it's just not even from a biological perspective, it's not a good thing. You can't procreate. You know what I mean, so therefore, it's just pure lust. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you're dead on about that. That's actually the biggest problem with it altogether. Because I mean, I'm an American born and raised. I believe in personal freedom, but I also believe in preservation of the species, and the whole gay thing doesn't allow for that.
Hey, no, stop it. Stop it. We're not going to talk about those things. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a good thing. Doing that, practicing that, and especially if you're, if you follow laws from a certain deity that don't rock with it, it's just not you know, a smart move to, you know what I mean, to indulge in something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's healthy at all. It's just one of those things though. Is like what we're talking about with like say the Pride Month, right? That's like 30 days or whatever of just in your face all the time. Kids see it everywhere. It's in the streets and that kind of thing. I've grown up around a lot of people. Some of them were gay, some of them weren't. Most of them were just people. It's these loud idiots out online and in the streets who are pushing this kind of stuff. Most people just want to be left alone. But I would argue too that even the gays who want to be left alone, they're not entirely healthy or okay people. It's not a happy lifestyle.
You always know what I said about.
I know what you said. You. All right, but I don't want you to describe smells again.
How did you know I was gonna say that?
Because you always go that way.
Okay, I'll be quiet. Rush, don't listen to him. It's just something that we just talk about. There's certain candles that have certain scents. That's all that we're.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so Super Suka, go to Naughty Corner. You don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about Bath and Body Works. Okay.
Talking about shopping for scented candles and matching curtains.
Yeah. So yeah, don't worry about it, guys.
Well, what are your thoughts on the situation that's going on in Peru?
Did I hear about a situation in Peru?
I haven't heard anything recent about Peru, but that doesn't mean something's not happening. Of course, I took like the last week off the internet too, so I mean, maybe something came up.
The whole alien invasion thing.
I'm sorry. The what?
Come again?
Alien invasion in Peru.
Mexicans, right?
Are you talking illegal aliens or space aliens?
Well, I mean, I don't believe in space, but yeah, in that sense, yeah.
Wait, you don't believe in space, so is the world flat?
Well, I mean, I don't believe beings come from from space. You know what I mean?
I asked you a question. Is the world flat?
I don't know, man. I can't answer that question.
What do you mean you don't know? Is the world flat?
Do you believe the world's flat?
I asked you first. Stop, Samuel. I asked you first, Rush. Is the world flat?
Nah, I don't think so.
I hope not. Oh my gosh. GB?
I actually do have a question about that though. So if you're talking like aliens, like extraterrestrials, meaning not of this world, but you don't believe in space, like what exactly are you talking about?
I believe that they're interdimensional beings from hell.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, I get that because I mean, even if you take out all science fiction aspects and all that stuff, by definition, angels gods, demons are extraterrestrial. They're not of this earth.
Right, and your Bible speaks of it.
Well, not my Bible. I'm not a Christian.
Not his Bible. Not him.
But yeah, no, I mean, I could kind of see that, but no, hadn't heard anything about this in Peru. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
why do I keep falling?
It's a big thing, man. They've been asking the states for like military help and stuff like that, you know?
Wait, so Peru is asking the United States military for help. Don't you guys see all of this stuff happens right around election season? All of a sudden, the shootings go up. All of a sudden, now aliens are coming. All of a sudden, we're going to go to war. World War III is starting right now. Don't you guys see that?
I don't know. This is starting to look a bit like a hoax. I'm looking at it now. It's something about illegal miners with jetpack. Oh, geez. No, there's all kinds of weird. What?
Clue, leave me alone, Clue. Leave me alone. I'm figuring out my life right now. Go to Naughty Corner. Because he's black. That's why. Because he's black. Go! African American Corner.
I'm getting some George Orwell, or not George Orwell, but like some War of the Worlds vibes. You remember that radio play in the 40s scared the crap out of a bunch of people?
But people were different back then. People were more afraid of it. Not like
People
today.
are-
What do you think, Rush?
What's the question?
This
weren't
kind of seems
listening?
like a hoax, the Peruvian alien thing.
I don't know, man. It's not just happening in Peru too. It's happening in different other places too. But it's just the thought. Some people believe that it's leading up to, I guess, Project Bluebeam, stuff like that. Others do believe that it's a real thing that's going on.
There was a report a few months ago of alien sighting in Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I just looked. So there are some articles of Peruvians saying that they were under attack by giant yellow-eyed aliens that were snatching their faces off. And then they were
I'm looking
begging
too,
for
man. There's
US
dozens of
intervention.
articles.
Yeah.
Now, in scriptures, it do expound on this, man. It part of the prophecies. It says that the end times will be like the days of Noah. Know what I mean?
Are you talking about like watchers and giants and monsters and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that
see,
weird
that's-
spooky stuff.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a little outlandish myself, but I'm not a prophecy guy either.
Well, Catherine says it's illegal gold miners, so it's not really like aliens. It's
That's what some of these are saying, but it's I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into some of this. I don't have time to read these articles at the moment, but I will look into this.
So I guess Catherine is saying it's 24 karat BS.
well, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're yellow-eyed and snatching people's faces off, I mean, well, who do we know that has yellow eyes and snatches faces?
Samuel on a Saturday night.
I mean, you got to get a few drinks in me first, but
Well, they say these creatures resemble this alien race called the Greys.
Well, that's
Oh.
racist.
Wasn't that
Well,
from a Stephen King movie?
no, that's it's from
Yeah, no, he had an alien character named Mr. Gray.
Yes, he did, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Greys. It's the Greys is one of the several alien races that UFO culture has been talking about for 100 years.
But don't you think that's
that's been
racist to call people, Samuel, don't you think it's racist to call people the Greys? Because if they're gray, that just means they're half black and half white. And
They
that's
call
not,
some of them the white.
that's wrong. They're just mixed. That's, that would technically be like half African American, half Caucasian, but you can't call them gray. That's
Well,
wrong.
they're not human, first of all. And secondly, they got no junk. And third, their skin is actually a grayish color.
Wait, then how did they mate? How did they procreate?
Yeah, how do you know that they don't have any junk?
Yeah,
I looked
really.
into UFO culture. They talk about this all the time. People who get abducted, they talk about seeing 4 lights floating around them. They talk about being immobilized, but in the air. They talk about seeing the same kinds of faces with big black eyes, small
Larry, we
mouths, no
knew
noses,
Samuel
and
was
gray faces.
we knew he was into some weird stuff. You see what I'm saying? And
I
he's
said
the
I
one
read
wondering if
about
they
it. I
have
didn't say I
found.
believed
You
him.
need to lay off
You
the
don't
Southern
believe you.
Comfort.
Hey, Cal. How you doing?
Look,
Save
Cal.
me here.
How you doing? Yo, sorry, I accidentally closed my program. Bear with.
Cal, get back over here. Let's get Cal up
I
out of
think
here. Get
he
Cal up out of here. Cal!
he might have a bit
Bear
of a
with.
connection issue. 'cause
No,
he
What
no,
is
no.
this picture?
That's Mike from Breaking Bad. Forgive me, please.
Nice.
Yo, there I am. How you doing?
Hi there, Cal.
How you doing today?
Doing okay. I keep falling out of my chair, but I'm getting it together now.
Amazing,
that.
amazing. Good to see you too. Well, barely anyway. It's a profile picture.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
What do you mean, Zelich? What do you mean? What's wrong with that? What do you mean? Well, Cal, did you see the show? Did you hear what Rush had to say?
No, I did not. What did Rush have to say? I think I recognize Rush.
He says the hoes will be hoes and the bees will be bees, and men have to keep living how they live. Yeah, is he right?
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yes, yes. There's a lot of H words and B words out in the United States of America. I learned that dearly in my time there.
Did you have fun with the H's and the B's over here?
I ignored them the best I could because they're absolute C words as well as B and H words.
Well, we're going through the whole alphabet now, aren't we? Well,
oh yeah, yeah. Apart from the LGBTs, hey.
Yeah, just leave out the L's and the G's and the B's. That's okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you came right at the time where I was getting ready to shut down, but I guess I won't since we got a whole group here. So you guys carry on. I'm just here as a passenger on this ship right now. Samuel, you can drive. You can drive.
Good shit.
Oh, it's Samael. Come on, brother.
Golden-eyed aliens invading Peru and shit. Yeah.
There you go. That's where the ship is going now. The ship is going there.
Hey, had you heard about that, Cal?
Aliens invading Peru? No, I have not. No, I'm jet lagged as anything right now. It's 5:30 in the morning where I'm at. I came home about 3 days ago. It feels like last night. My head's absolutely buggered in the nicest way possible.
Fair enough.
So
Doesn't it sound so nice? It sounds so nice when he talks because it's like it's almost cursing, but it's kind of not. But both are kind of like that way.
No, it's just my language. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
It's funny. I miss it. I really do miss it. I mean, Americans sound so incredibly vulgar when we speak. I mean,
yeah, they're very
listen to
straight to the
Americans.
point. Straight to the point. I found, all right, forgive me for all Americans because I love America. A lot of Americans are way up their own A, if you know what I mean. They're way up their own A. They're full of themselves. They don't care about anyone else. It's all about me, 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 me.
Wait. Let's get Cal up out of here. First of all, you're not going to talk about Americans on my channel, Cal.
He's not wrong.
No. Let's get you up out of here too. Bye, Samuel. Oh, we're not. First of all, what we won't have is I don't care if you're my co-host or not. Samuel, Larry, you have something to say? Oh, dang, Samuel can bring himself back. I forgot. Samuel, get out of here. He brought Cal back too.
I love America. I love America. I love Americans, but they are full of themselves.
Let's get you up on my channel.
No, come on now. I know I'm being honest with you. Would you rather I lie?
Yes,
well,
Justin Timberlake, lie.
Larry.
America's better than Britain. America's better than Britain. I'll say that now as a British person. But a lot of Americans I met, not the majority, are full of themselves.
No, Quantum is right. You're coping. You're coping with your loss because we kicked RC.
Yeah. 110%. 110%.
I mean, if it helps at all, Canada and Australia still kind of simp for the UK. So,
well, they belong to the Commonwealth. They're owned by us still, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
like
Canada's an absolute S. It's an absolute S pit in the nicest way. A lot of the man-made Canada fires. Forgive me for saying it. The man-made Canada fires. I could see it all in North Dakota because that's where I was staying. Was North Dakota, and the whole sky would go grey because the Canadian government decided to set fire to a load of forests and name it climate change.
Good job. You're learning as a proper American.
Like that smoke actually hit New Jersey. That's how
New Jersey?
bad the fire was. Yeah.
That
No,
smoke
it got
hit where
worse.
I
It,
was
it hit
too.
Atlanta. It hit
I was in
Atlanta, Georgia.
Ohio, and it hit me. I got sick from the fire.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I got really sick from the fire.
I was kissing Canada. Like we're bordering Canada, North Dakota, and Canada, and I didn't feel sick from it. It's just the whole sky would go grey, and the sun would look awesome. I mean, I wasn't complaining, but I know a bunch of Canadians set fire to it. It wasn't the sun.
I know some people down in Georgia and Alabama were taking pictures of the sun, and it was like red and a little hazy, and they were just like, "Why does the sun look like that?" Because they never see anything like that. And I told them, I was like, "Yeah, it's that smoke in the atmosphere from the fires." And they're like, "How do you know?" I was like, "Because the Canadians set fire to their shit every year, and it does it where I live in Wyoming. Every single year we see this shit. Nobody talks about us though, because nobody gives a shit about Wyoming."
No,
No,
not
it's
really.
true. It was bright red orange. It was awesome, but then the whole sky was grey and it stunk, so it wasn't too great.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Cal. So
Yes.
you notice the difference between American skies and British skies. So you can see even our skies are different, correct?
Yeah, no, the stars are beautiful. The sun is beautiful. Everything's so much bigger in terms of buildings, the sky, the stars at night, the sun, the moon. It was beautiful. Like coming back
God
here,
bless
it's
America.
depressing. I know. I want to be working in America, but I have to stay here and go back to the London embassy in order to do so. So I had to come back. But the sky at night in North Dakota, it was beautiful. I loved it. I had the best time of my life out there.
You went in the
See,
summer
that's
too,
the
so
thing.
it wasn't you didn't experience the nastier side of North Dakota.
Yeah, full of snow.
Yeah, but it gets
You might not be
cold
that
in the
happy.
winter.
Yeah. No, but no, England gets a bit cold too. I mean, not England, UK gets a
Not
bit
like
cold
North
too.
Dakota does. Yeah.
Well, no, not that bad. But I was freezing in Liverpool in the winter. It's freezing there. So
That's the north of England as well. That's the run-down part of England. Bless you. Yeah.
I didn't live in a.
What'd you say, Samuel?
It's all damp there too, right?
It's always raining. Like if I look outside right
Kinda.
now, I bet it's wet. I can't see. It's pitch black. It's 5 a.m. Forgive me. I thought I could be able to see, but the lights are off. It's always raining here. In North Dakota, it was all right, but I heard in the winters in North Dakota, it's a hellhole. Like you want to get out there because it's like 4-foot snow, minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, steel goes brittle at minus 70 Fahrenheit, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, at that temperature, you can snap it like a light twig.
Whew.
Hold on really quickly, guys. I see something in the chat I want to address. Catherine is not new. Catherine has been with me for years and years, but she doesn't speak much. But I know Catherine because of Latif, and we talk in Spanish the majority of the time when I talk with her. We mostly speak in Spanish together.
Hablo español.
Oh my gosh, it's nothing worse than a Brit trying to speak Spanish.
Mucho
just give up.
español. Muy
Give
caliente
up.
español.
Let's get Cal up out of here. This is the problem. No, Brit speaking any type of language other than Brit is not
Yo
a thing.
quiero
It's-
Taco Bell.
Okay,
¿Qué pasa?
okay. All right. I'm about to take out everybody. All of you guys are getting deleted. All of you.
Hey, well, I have something to say to bring it back to the show's topic about Western women. There was an article I came across of a OnlyFans model who.
Oh
told
wait,
her-
wait. You sent me the list. You sent me the list. Hold on, wait. Let me pull it up. We're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, wait. I forgot your list. Here we go.
While she's doing that, folks, allow me to advertise the upcoming Naughty Corner T-shirts. Currently, the staff is discussing various design types, but it will be here. They will be here before the year is out. We're also considering hats, mugs, custom lioness belts to beat the hell out of your beloved in the name of love. And little radiators with neck chains in the spirit of Carrie.
I love it.
What you on about? Sorry, what group?
No,
This one.
Cal,
The
Cal,
brand.
you don't understand. You don't understand
don't.
what's going on here.
I
No,
don't. No.
everybody who's been here for a while knows what we're talking about here. Guys, he's right. He's right. We do have shirts and possibly mugs coming soon because Larry's idea was that we make shirts about the naughty corner. And the naughty corner, it does come with a complimentary radiator that you have a steel chain connected to with a complimentary mandatory carry trying to gnaw his way out of it. This is what we have going on. And also, the naughty corner will be a bench, and it will be a few of my Pride members sitting on said bench. Very unhappy to be sitting next to mandatory carry, who's trying to gnaw himself out of his steel chain with the
That
radiator.
includes you, Richard L.
Will you
gotta let
leave
that
him
go.
alone? Leave him alone. So anyway, guys, he's right. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And honestly, did you guys hear about my announcement about Naughty Corner Labor Camp? Because that's coming soon too.
Yes, that's the other thing, guys. Our lioness is now franchising the punishment.
Well, we have to make those shirts somehow. How are we going to make those shirts without the labor camp?
Oh, agreed.
So this is, there you go. So the
I mean,
Naughty
we could
Corner
get
is
some
also coming
leaders
with
to
a,
do it for us.
hey, get off of my, get up off my channel. See, he knows I'm Muslim, and watch, he brings himself back. Watch, I'm not even touching anything, and
In
he'll
his
bring
defense,
himself
he's
back.
been smoking weed with those aliens.
Summer, yeah, why have you got tentacles in your profile pic? You turning Japanese or what?
He's
No, it's a whole
Also-
thing. There's a lot of inside joke behind this profile picture.
What kind of
Explain it to you
inside
another
joke?
time.
A hentai inside joke? What are you on about,
Kinda.
mate? Why the
Not
tentacles?
exactly.
The
It's-
reptile
I'll
kind.
explain it to you later. Don't worry.
Oh,
It's
please
fine.
do. I need educating on this.
We're not doing this today. All right, guys, I have something from the list. That I need to bring up. So Larry sent us a list. Larry gave me a story about a Western woman who only dates rich men. She demands the bank information before agreeing to a date. So, a podcaster named Sophia Franklin admitted that she only wants to date rich men and will request the bank statements of her will-to-be suitors. Franklin admitted to demanding bank account information from 3 men already. Her declaration received pushback from her guest, Leo Skeppy, who wants to know why Franklin would request that information. Franklin responded by saying, quote unquote, "I have a job. I'm very successful in it. So I think I have every effing right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?" Some viewers condemned Franklin and questioned her motives. Others supported her. After this, Franklin shared a 2020 clip of herself telling viewers to order and send drinks to themselves while on a date so that they could look like they're in high demand. One would think that following all of this, Chad and Tyrone will produce fake check stubs. Oh my God, I can't. You would think that Chad and Tyrone would produce fake check stubs or fake bank info so that they can dip in and out of Franklin. What do you guys have to say about that? A woman is saying that she will not date you until she sees your pay stub. What do you guys say about that?
Chad and Tyrone will pay in cash because that's what dealers get paid in.
He's not
Anybody
wrong.
else? Anybody else have something?
I think she's going to regret what she's saying. She already looks like a fool, but she's damn sure going to feel like one because she's not as smart as she thinks she is. And that video that she showed, that little clip from 2020, that sealed it.
Well, and yes, it is forced labor, Suka. Okay, let's move on. I have another list. I have another article to give you guys. Are you guys ready? So
Very
this
ready.
millionaire. Okay, so I have. Let me see. I don't have a video. Oh, I do have a video to that. Okay.
Yeah, the links are in the email.
I that's why I said I have a video. Okay, so I want to read you guys this article really quickly, and then we'll watch the video. So this is a video of a millionaire accusing his fiancée of cheating on him during his speech at their posh engagement party. Rich banker Massimo Segre, he's age 64, he grabbed a microphone in front of his 150 guests and declared that he would not be a cuckold of his fiancée, Christina Simonditti, of 47 years, after accusing her of cheating on him. The speech was a sight to behold, with Segre exposing Christina as a serial cheater after revealing her affairs with an industrialist acquaintance, and another previous to him. Segre completed his mic drop moment by saying Christina is so good at telling her truth that I couldn't leave her alone to narrate the reason why I'm ending our life together tonight. Christina, however, has decided to express her truth anyway and has contacted an attorney and now plans to sue her now ex-fiance in court for quote-unquote reputational damage and quote-unquote very serious social media attacks. What do you guys say about that? I'm going to show you guys a video right now.
I think I need the video to understand any of that.
Really? It's really that difficult?
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
it's
let's
just
watch
me.
the video.
Please.
Well, let's see. Let me try to pull it up. Oh my God, this website has so many ads. Like, cannot even. Oh my gosh, I can't even open the video without all the ads everywhere. Goodness grief, I hate these type of websites. All right, I'll try it. I'll try it anyway. Let's see what happens. Come on. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Goodness. All right, here we go.
What would you like? Doctor or
Dice con lui, come sai, tutto pagato, così come pagato il viaggio in Vietnam anche con tua figlia, una splendida e seria ragazza che davvero mi dispiace debba essere toccata da questa situazione. Ti confermo la mia stima lavorativa. Se vorrai al tuo ritorno potremo valutare come proseguire una.
Okay, this video is in Italian, so we're not going to understand crap anyway. But anyway, we understood the whole thing. So he exposed her at the wedding, the engagement party, I guess. So what do you guys think about that?
She's a slag if he's exposing her.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What he was saying is that he knows about the guys that she was cheating on him with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and apparently she's got her own money too, from what I read in the articles, that she's a businesswoman, but I doubt that she's anywhere near as successful as he is. Her being a strong woman and everything. So,
Why would she go through with the marriage though?
What?
Why would you go through with the marriage at all if just to expose her at the wedding?
Well, she didn't know that she was going to be exposed, of course.
Yeah, she had no
But why
idea.
would the male do that? Why would you embarrass yourself as a male saying, yeah, I was going to get married to this slag, but I know she's a cheat anyway after the marriage has happened? It seems a bit silly.
No, it was an engagement party. He didn't marry her.
Okay. Yeah, I
He
wouldn't get married.
exposed her. He exposed her at the engagement party, so they never did get married. He just exposed her at the engagement party. So he wanted it to be public. So, okay,
See,
my last... Go ahead.
Sorry, forgive me. Now, as a man, if you were to expose her at the engagement party opposed to cancel the engagement party, you look like a bit of a twat.
Okay. All right, so here we go. The last article that I'm going to share with you guys is the OnlyFans model, which is not really a model at all. We already know. So OnlyFans model says, quote unquote, my husband helps me pick out my boyfriends online because he knows my type. Alexandra Lee Tissier cheats on her husband to, quote unquote, spice up her boring marriage with a long-term partner, Mitch. After the sparks waned, and Alexandra sought out other men after asking Mitch if he could go on dating websites. Mitch surprisingly agreed and proceeded to seek out her type, which is nerdy men. Alexandra contends that Mitch is not judgmental and is absolutely fine with it. These are the type of women that you're going to find dead.
This is not fine with it.
I'm in the middle of a sentence. These are the type of women that you're going to find dead in the closet and you haven't seen them for a month, and their corpse is going to be severely rotted by the time that they're found. I don't believe it. Anyway, so the UK couple, of course it's UK, Cal, there's your people. The UK couple only added the rule that it is only for fun and is never to become serious. After finding out that people informed Mitch of his wife advertising her assets on Bumble, Alexandra called them quote unquote shady and weird. So that's your people, Cal. What do you have to say about your people?
She sounds like another slag.
Okay.
Simple as. I mean, I wouldn't touch her with a 6-foot barge pole. She sounds like only slags. Big up Nate, man. Nate knows what it's about. See, these women who advertise their booty hole on Bumble, you just stay away from them, boys, because they're not worth your time. Because if they're already advertising their booty hole on an app, let alone you, they're not worth your time. Why would you want to spend a life with a woman who's on flipping iPhone dating apps for a start? I mean, Tinder is an absolute cesspit. It's full of slags, men and female. Just stay away from them, boys. Stay away from them. Stay as far away as possible. Don't go to an engagement party and then expose them. Just cancel the engagement party. You don't need it in your life. Simple as. I mean, I'll tell you now, Amira, you were saying about Spanish. I learned Spanish from a Mexican girl, all right, when I was in America, right? And she was nicer than any of the American girls there. I'll be honest with you now. Forgive me. God bless America. Salute. God save our gracious king and that. But hey, Mexican girls were more suitable. Mexican girls are more suitable than the American girls I was around. And I would not have messed with any girl on a dating app because I think dating apps are for people who want to hook up. And for hookups, that is a slaggy person, male or female. If you just want to have a shag, go have a shag. But I'm not going to spend the rest of my life with you. So Bumble, nah, instant no.
I'll say this, that that article was an example of what simping leads to, which is worship. Simping for women leads to worshiping women. And for this guy to not only allow it, but actually participate in her cheating on him, and likely the men that he was picking were men that are just like him. Men that she can control. Plus, she's making all kinds of money. Yeah. The guy's probably not even working. So I agree with Samuel. I highly doubt that he is fine with any of this. I think that he has no choice and she knows it.
Yeah, it's not just that he's not fine with it. He's not fine with it. That much is obvious. No man would be. But he's too weak to fight her on it. And he is going to end up bottling that shit up and bottling it up and bottling it up. And one day he's going to go to work at whatever drudgery he has that counts as a living. And he's going to start wasting coworkers or customers. And everybody's going to be like, oh my gosh, we didn't see this coming. He was so quiet and kept to himself. I was like, yeah, but his, woman was banging other dudes who looked just like him in front of him. Obviously there's your reason right there.
Yeah, his wife was advertising on Only Swallow. So that's definitely enough to drive any man crazy.
You're muted, Amira.
Sorry, guys. I try to mute myself when I can. But you guys have quite the imagination. Only slags, only swallows, only strags. You guys are just really imagining it up over there.
Samuel's on Only Anal. Why you think he's got the tentacles behind him?
You know what?
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
let's get you. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. You know what? I'm not gonna pick out Rush because Rush has been good. You gotta go. Rush, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Rush, please talk anything but them.
I'm good.
That's good, Rush. You have been the only normal person on this whole panel today. Rush, don't give me the finger, Cal. See, this is the problem. They're animals. All of them are animals. All of them are giving me the finger in the back. Even Larry's giving me the finger. You know what? I don't need this. Okay, this is my channel. Oh my god, I love it. So guys, I need to go now because I'm at the 2-hour mark. I'm past the 2-hour mark. I need to go. But is there anything else that you guys want to say before I go? Oh, don't do that face, Gal. It's okay. But is there anything that you guys want to say before I go?
God bless Amira and her channel.
Samuel, there's
God
some
save the
brand on your
queen. You know what? Get it together. Thank you, Cal. You guys get it together. Get it together. You guys can text each other that. Okay? Oh my gosh.
All right. Thank you all for coming tonight. It's been fun. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great night.
Thank you, Samuel. That was beautiful. Bye, Samuel. Good night, Larry. Rush, Cal.
Yo, salute to the panel. It's nice meeting everybody. Yo, Amira, we gotta definitely do a collabo. I'm thinking about next time I go live, I want you to join the tribunal, know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Seek wisdom, practice humility, and always remain sucker free. I'm out. I'll catch you on the flipper, man. One.
And scent free. One.
Some
I
free
miss
too.
New
All right,
Yorkers.
one.
I miss New Yorkers. Oh my God. I haven't heard one in forever. By the way, Rush, if you want to contact me, I have my email in the description below. Email me about the collaboration and I can schedule a time with you. Somebody just thank you, Beak. Beak is so sweet. Thank you guys so much for the cash apps. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for it. Cal, what do you have to
What's
say?
up? What I gotta say is I'm sorry for joining late, but I appreciate you big time. You're a good person. I appreciate your content. I'm sorry for joining late. I enjoyed my time in America. Forgive my comment on the Americans beforehand, but I still stand by it. I still stand by it.
You know what?
can't
Let's
stop me.
get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. Bye, Cal.
Bye bye. Have a good night. Lots of love.
Good night.
Cheers.
Good
Lots of love.
morning for you. Good morning.
Yeah, way past the morning. I need to sleep. I'm a mad
Good.
lad.
The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up behind you. I can see it.
No, it isn't. Oh, maybe
No?
a bit blue. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go to
I'll be
sleep before it comes up. Go to sleep.
all right, just for you. All right, I appreciate you. Salute.
Good night. Bye. Guys, this the worst feeling in the world is having the sun come up on you. My God, I hate that. As long as I can sleep before dawn, before the sun comes up, I'm happy. But once the sun comes up, that's a crackhead life right there. That's when I feel like a crackhead, and I don't even do drugs, but I feel like a crackhead. If I'm awake when the sun actually comes up, you know, when you start getting that baby blue color outside, that's my last signal to go to bed. That's when I'm like, bed, because you do not want to see the sun come up and you haven't slept all night. Crackhead life. Anyway, thank you, Beak, so much for the cash app. I appreciate it so very much. It is a very generous cash app. I appreciate it. Okay then, guys. So yeah, I guess we'll leave it there, right? Did you guys have fun? Was it okay? Was it fun? Was it mean? Was it cruel? Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Oh, right, Zealand, he says I hate that too. Exactly. He says, I had an awesome time, but it's club hour, folks. Uh-oh. I guess there's more partying for a lot of you guys. I guess this is just the beginning of a lot of you guys' Saturday nights, and this is the end of mine. I'm going night-night after this. You guys are still... Crack is cheap. What's the expensive drug that I should be doing? Apparently, I need to be spending extra money to get high. I'm on a budget, okay? I'll take anything that doesn't rob my bank, okay? Right now, at this point. Good night, guys. Crack is whack. I love it. I love it. The pride has you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you guys for joining me tonight, though. It has been great. I have enjoyed myself so very much. My jaw right here is hurting today because I have been smiling so much, like right here. I don't know if it's cheekbones or cheek muscles or jaw. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Coke. Oh, Coke is expensive. Okay. All right. I'll dial some numbers in a second. I'll make sure I get it. Yeah. Hello. Oh, hi, drug dealer. Yeah. Oh, it's me again. Yes. It's not the third time I've called you. It's the fourth. Yeah, no, they said that I should get more expensive drugs because I'm supposed to be a rich bitch. So since I'm a rich bitch, I need to get more expensive drugs. Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't do the crack anymore. They said it's too cheap. Huh. Do you have Coke? Oh, you do? Oh. How much should I get, guys? How much is a normal amount?
See if they got any Molly and horse while you're at it.
Oh, my octopus friend asked if you have any Molly and hose. You do?
Horse, not hose. Horse.
What is a horse?
It's street slang for heroin.
Is heroin cheaper than crack? I mean, not crack. Coke. Is heroin cheaper than Coke? Which one is the most expensive one? Coke? Oh, okay. So Coke is still more expensive? Well, I'll take that one. Yeah, make it a delivery. Yeah, I'll pay you for gas money. All right, guys, I've taken your advice. I'll get the expensive one, okay? So I can be a rich beach. A rich beach. Good night, guys. I have enjoyed my time with you guys. I've had such a great time, and Rima, he says, tell them they need to have my 350 by tomorrow. I feel like that's from a movie, isn't it? Isn't that from the movie Friday? Right? Wasn't it Friday where they owed the drug dealer money? Oh my god. Or else. Oh no. You guys know what else? Okay, wait. Okay, I know. We're getting off. Don't worry. We're gonna hang up right now. But wait. So he's like, brother man. You know what else is good? You know what else is life changing? Learning how to walk. Oh yes, learning how to walk with no kneecaps. Now you might think, what does this have to do with me? Well, nothing, unless you do what I say. Brother man. Oh my goodness. Get a teener. That's all you really need. A teener? What's a teener? What's a teener? I'm gonna figure this out right now.
Teener is half an 8-ball.
Eight ball. Is that 3.5 grams?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's like basically 1.75 grams.
1.75. Okay. Oh, so it's 1.7. It's still 8, but okay, whatever. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. It's not my lifestyle. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me, and you guys stop being druggies and go to sleep. No more teeners, no more coke, no more horses, none of that. Okay, guys, get it together. Okay, we got work on Tuesday. We don't have work for a very long time, so actually, this would be the perfect weekend for people to be bad. If you're gonna be bad, you might as well do it on Labor Day weekend. But anyway, oh yeah, speaking of Labor Day weekend, let's do a show tomorrow too. Oh my God, okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. All right, I'm coming back tomorrow. Good night, guys. I had a blast. I had a great time, and yeah, now I'm a druggie. So awesome. Bye, guys. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. What about meth? No. I don't play those games. There's some things, but no. That's definitely a no. No. I like my teeth. And I don't have the best teeth in the world. So risking your teeth health with that drug, don't do it. But anyway, guys, good night. With that, I yield my time. Have a great night. Bye.